Hi, I'm going to show you how to make this dress. Please like and subscribe. Now, this dress fits a medium size and it has an opening on the back with a gorgeous cowl neck. Now, to make this dress, you need to know your hips measurement and how long you want your dress to be. Okay, we are going to start by making the foundation chain, and this will depend on the hips measurement, and I'm working for hips 36 and that is a medium size. So we are going to start with a long chain that goes around the hips, that can stretch around the hips. So I'll go in with 132 chains. So we're going to start with a slip knot, and to make the slip knot, grab your hook, go behind the yarn, and then make one twist, and then chain, then pull. So that's our slip knot. And then we are going to do the chaining, and for the chaining you yarn and pull it out. So that's how you make the chain. So make 32 chains. So I'll come back to you when I have 132 chains. And now I have my chain that has to go around the hips, which is 36. So I've made 132 chains. So if I stretch this, it has to go to 36, which is the hips measurement that I'll be making it for. So that is 36. So we are going to make this chain face the same direction, because we are going to connect to the other side to prevent it from getting entangled. Okay, so in that very first chain you made, you're going to connect your yarn with a slip stitch, and then you pull through both of them like that. So now you're going to chain one and then make a half double crochet in the very first chain stitch, and it's going to be that chain stitch there. So you yarn over, you go into the chain stitch and then pull up a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You yarn over, pull through all like that. Go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all. So that's how you make half double crochet. So you're going to continue with half double crochets in each and every chain stitch, just like that. Putting in mind that we have to weave in our remaining strand, so that we don't come back to do that work again. So as you can see, I'm weaving my strand in so that it doesn't give me that go back work. So continue with this until you reach the last stitch, and I'll get you there. I'll be doing mine off camera like that. So that's how it should be for now. I'll get you right here. One more stitch to go and we'll finish our row 1. So that's done. So now we have to slip stitch into the next stitch here. So you're going to go in this stitch that is in between the chain 1 and the first half double crochet. So go into that stitch, grabbing 2 loops, and then slip stitch like that. Now we are going to row 2 and then you chain 1 for row 2 and then you don't turn, you keep to that side of the work. So into that that first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet in that stitch there, like that. And go into the next stitch and make a half double crochet. Next stitch, half double crochet until the very last stitch. So I'll come back and show you how to connect there. And when you reach at the end of row 2, you make a half double crochet in that last stitch, this one here. So go in with a half double crochet and then you're going to connect to this other side. So in between the chain 1 and the half double crochet, you're going to grab that and that stitch, you grab 2 loops and then you make a slip stitch like that. So we are going to row 3, and row 3 is just like the same way you did row 2. So we are going to repeat row 2 and that next row is our row 3. So you chain 1 and then you make a half double crochet in that first stitch that is right away there. So make a half double crochet, go to the next stitch, make half double crochet. So you have to repeat row 2 until you achieve a desired weight, a desired height of the skirt, because we are doing the skirt part and we've started with the base of the dress. So from down going upwards to your waist, and I'll come back to you when I have 60 rows. So I've made 2 so far and I'm making the 3rd one. I'll add more rows until I achieve 60 rows, and I'll come back to you and do the measurement with you. Okay. So repeat row 2 until you achieve your desired height. There are 60 rows here and we are going to measure it with a tape measure. This is 18.2 inches long. So this has to be from the belly button down towards the knees but above it. So this is a perfect length for a medium size body. So we are going to go ahead and make a front and back post for the waistband, and to just be one row, sorry. So we are going to do that. So I've already made one chain after connecting this other side to this. So you're going to add more 2, making 3 chains, and then start off with a front post double crochet. So in that first half double crochet you're going to make a front post, and to make the front post you go in between the chain 1 here and then the first half double crochet and then pass it from behind, coming inwards like this, and then make a double crochet. So when you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, like that. So go to the next and make a back post double crochet. For the back post, you're going to pass from the behind, that is in between this half double crochet and this one. So go through that space and then pass through that next space, going backwards, and then pull up a loop and make a double crochet. Now that is our back post double crochet. So you're going to make the next one, which is a front post double crochet. So go in between the 2 half double crochets outwards, then you come back from the behind, you come back inwards, and then make a front post double crochet. Now the next will be a back post. So continue making front post double crochet and back post double crochet until the row is finished. That's how you do it. Front post, back post double crochet until it's finished. So you can do the rest until the last half double crochet here. So I will be doing that off camera and I'll show you how it looks when it's finished. Coming to the end of the row, I'm remaining with the 2 half double crochets. So that next one has to be a front post because this one was a back post. So go in with a front post double crochet, and then there's this last one, you go in with a back post double crochet. Like that, and then you connect right on top of this, that stitch up there on the chain 3, sorry, like that. So that's finished. We are going to determine the middle of the work, and we are going to mark it off. So just put your work straight like this, and then right here is where you're going to put your stitch marker. So that means if you count here, you will have 66 chains, 66 double crochets this side and 66 double crochets this side. Maybe I can call them stitches. So you're going to mark this off. You can use a different color of yarn to mark it off if there's no stitch marker. Now here is where we are going to start making the upper part of the dress, and that is we are going to use half double crochets. So we are only going to work on this side of the work, from right this part to where the stitch marker is. So let's start that. So you chain up 2, now you're going to make a double crochet in the in the first stitch, and it's right away, this one right under this chain 2. So make a half double crochet. So go in and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all like that. Then to the next stitch, which is right on top of this double crochet. It's this stitch here. You're going to make a half double crochet. Then to the next stitch with a half double crochet. Next stitch, half double crochet. So you keep doing that until you reach your stitch mark. Continue and I'll get you there. Coming to the stitch marker, so I'm remaining with 2 more stitches. There's that one, and then that last one. So you can remove the stitch marker. And now here you're going to chain 2 and then turn your work. So this time we shall have to be turning so that we keep working on one side of the dress only. So into that first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet. So go in with half double crochet. Into the next stitch, make half double crochet. So continue until you reach the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. Two more stitches to go. Now remaining with 1 stitch, and that is it. So you're making that stitch, and that's where you end your row. So you're going to chain 2 and then turn your work. Now in that first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet. Then you go into the next and you make a half double crochet. So continue with half double crochet until the end of the row, and then start the next row. Now I'll be working the other rows off camera, and then I'll come back when I have the right number of rows and I'll do the measurement with you. So do that until you get I'll come back and measure with you and tell you what to do. Now I went ahead and made 34 rows. It's here and ended right there. Chained 1 and then cut the yarn. So that's how it looks from the back, and from the back it's how it looks. Okay, so now we're going to work on the sides. Okay, let me first measure that with you with a tape measure. Okay, this is 12 inches from here. 12 inches from the top here. 12 inches altogether. And this, how I did the measurement is from the belly button to the neck, it has to measure around 16 inches. So minus the 4 inches, it comes to 12 inches. So that's what I've made from the neck up to down towards the belly button. Then minus 4 is what I get as the total number of the rows that I've made. So do your measurement according to your belly, between your belly button and then the neckline. Okay, so you get the total of the measurement of the neck from the neckline to the belly button, then you subtract 4 from it, and that's the measurement you make for the top. Now we're going to start with this side of the work. So you get the first stitch there down here, okay, and then connect your yarn, and chain once and tighten it. So we're going to make single crochets in the half double crochet rows. So 2 single crochets in the half double crochet row, and then to the next. So we are going to go in with a single crochet, and for it you have to push your hook through that space, and then pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, then over and pull through both. So you add another one. So those are 2 single crochets. Go into the next row and make 2 single crochets. Into the next row and make 2 single crochets. So you're going to continue making 2 single crochets on every row of half double crochet until you reach the corner, and that is the corner here, this one. So I'll come back when I've reached the corner, and then show you what to do next. Okay. I've reached the corner and I've made 2 single crochets in that last the last row there. So now I'm going to chain up. I'm going to chain long enough to go to the back of my neck, and it should be able to leave some allowance after tying. So I'm going to chain, and I will come back and let you know how long I've chained and the measurements as well. Now I made 88 chains, and when you measure it with a tape measure, it's around 20 inches. So now we're going to chain 2, and then you make a half double crochet going backwards, going downwards to here. So going to the 3rd chain from hook, and then make a half double crochet like that. Going to the next chain, make half double crochet. So you're going to make half double crochets in every chain until you come back to this corner. Okay, I'll come back when I've reached the corner. Now I'm back to the corner, and I'm going to connect this row to the very first stitch that is here, that first stitch. So in that stitch I'm going to slip stitch like that, and then that row that you've just finished will just be straight up like this. Now you're going to go in with single crochets in every stitch. So in the next stitch, go in with a single crochet like that. Then in the next stitch, then with a single crochet as you're weaving in your strand, this one. So go up to the next corner and I'll meet you there. This one here. I'm at the corner and I'm remaining with one stitch. So you are not making that stitch, but you now chain the same number of chains you made this side is what you're going to make. So for my case, I made 88 here, so I'm going to make 88 chains going up, and then I come back with, I chain 2 on the 88, and then the third chain from the hook I'll start making half double crochets as I'm coming back. And then when you reach here, after chaining and making half double crochets and you've reached down here, I'll come back and show you how to join to this remaining stitch. Okay, so do that and I'll come back and show you what step next. Okay, now at this point you're going to connect this to that first stitch, the stitch that we left, that one. So you're going to connect it with a slip stitch, and that's how it will look. So now we're going to go in single crochets on every row. So in the first row you're going to make a single crochet, 2 single crochets, sorry. So you go to the next row and make 2 single crochets. So you're going to do this until you reach the last row, which is this one, and then I'll show you what to do next. Now you're going to connect to that next stitch here. We've reached the waistband, we've finished that part, and now you're going to connect to this stitch that is near it. So go into that stitch and then make a slip stitch like that, then chain 1 and then cut your yarn. So that's how you're going to do it, and now the upper part is finished. So we're going to you're going to look for a way of hiding this strand somewhere here. So you make sure you hide it from the inside of your work so that it's not seen. So finish hiding that. So this is the lower part of the dress, the bottom, the real bottom of it. So you're going to connect your yarn from there. And then chain 1 to tighten it, and then you chain 1 again. Now you're going to go into every stitch making you're going to make single crochets so that it can line up this work to look equal and bring out the finishing of the dress. So go into the next stitch and then you make a single crochet like that. So every stitch will receive a single crochet. You go around, and when it's finished, when you reach here, you connect your work to this stitch here, this stitch with a slip stitch, and then you'll have finished here, and then you'll have finished making your dress. And then I will show you what to do for the waistband. I'll finish working on the base, and I'm going to weave in this strand, and then made a chain of this is about, let me see, okay, it can go to around 51 inches. Okay, so I've made and this chain can go around the waist and leave some allowance for tying it. So I'm going to connect this chain from the inside of the waist. So using through the waistband, I'm going to connect it, and I'll connect leaving the tying bit from the front here. We're going to tie from the inside, and we don't want it to show anywhere, so we're going to get the middle, and it must be somewhere here. So I'm going to I'm going to get the front post. So the front post will be up, the front post double crochets will be up, and then I pull the hook through it like this with the chain. So I'm going to do this going this way around until I reach here, and then I'll tie it from there. Okay, I've finished connecting the lace, and now here you can adjust to your waist size, and then do the tying from inside. Like that, and to remain inside there, it will not be noticed. If you want it to be noticed, then you can tie it from the outside. So you connect it from the outside of the. Now the dress is finished. You can style the neck in your own style, and if you have any question, just leave it in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.